Hello friends, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing great. Joanna here. So you guys know I'm usually working on something when I'm doing a video, usually working on something for our shop. But today I'm just working on something because I thought this would be something fun for the spring. We have lots of showers and events going on for spring, Easter. So I wanted to show you guys some of these super cute and fun fabric envelopes. And these are very easy, so there's a few different options for you guys to make here. So you guys know I like to show you guys different ways to do things. So I'll show you what we have here. So these guys here are basic eyelet fabric envelopes, and inside here I've used inside the fabric I've used a cotton fabric, and in the inside between the two layers are I used a Heat and Bond Light, which is a stabilizer, so it makes the envelope cute. Actually looks like a mini clutch. So and then for the button, I just took a button and I snipped off the bottom of it, and I just hot glued it on here. And for the closure, I used some basic, Velcro as the closure. So it's nothing really super fancy, right? So if you are going to sew this, you're just going to sew all the way around here, but I'll go into further detail. So that's this one. This one here is a basic fabric envelope. There's no stabilizer. You could tell it's, just kind of, it's just fabric. So this is a sateen type fabric, again with the button and the Velcro. It's just a single fabric. That's an option there. And this one is an eyelet fabric as well. Same thing with the button. I didn't adhere the ruffle, but as I was getting ready for the video, I thought you guys might want to see a couple of different cute little decorative options aside from, just the plain envelope. So that's kind of fun. It's just a little ruffle I had cut off of a napkin or something, I think. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. This one here is a an old vintage mesh fabric that I had found, and then the inside I did the stabilizer as well. In between the two layers of the mesh fabric and the cotton, I used the Heat and Bond stabilizer with the Velcro. And also when I was getting ready, I thought how cute if you guys wanted to add a little lace to it, right? So these are just a couple of ideas if you want to jazz your envelopes up, whether you're gluing or sewing. So that's kind of fun. And this one here, I just had made before I was doing this video. This is the one we're going to do today. This option is strictly the glue option. So how cute if you're doing, giving thank you favors for a bridal shower, right? This is actually, you could use these as your place settings, right? And I just added a little lace and some buttons and some pearls and a little Scrabble piece. Again, same thing with the button and the Velcro, except for this has paper on the inside. This is just a basic regular envelope. So this is what I'm going to show you today, the Cheaty envelope. If you wanted to jazz up, something for your shower, or, if you want to, for example, do a generic thank you for whatever, you could just slide it in. And these are like a little favor, inside for your thank yous. Like I said, if you're doing these for place settings, these are super cute. You're doing your thank you cards. You can use these for baby showers, bridal showers, all kinds of stuff. So these are so super cute. And this is one, so that is two options. The one with your fabric that we had sewn, and then this one's just your basic regular envelope that we just covered. So we just hot glued fabric right over this. And these are super easy and quick. If you wanted to do something for any occasion, you could do them for anything. So this is the one that we could do today. These you can make really super fast. Again, this is the no sew glue option, and really, you know, just different sizes, but you know, these are just a couple of different options if you wanted to jazz these up. Add some lace, add some ruffle if you have some trim laying around, and you can make these in any color, any pattern. You can make them for anniversary parties, whatever you want. So today, what I did before we did the video is I wanted to do a just so you guys can get an idea. So for this one is an actual envelope that I just covered. And this is the envelope. I had actually just sewn the fabric around. Let me get this stuff out of the way. So I had taken the envelope, a plain paper envelope, and I had just randomly just taken some laces, and I highlighted some scrap fabric that I had. And I just had sewn, literally just sewn all the way around, and I just kind of did some zigzag stitching if you guys want to see. So if you're not going to sew, you can glue. Again, we can always glue, so that's, you know, I'm just showing you the sewing option. If you are a beginner sewer and you want to learn how to sew and you're getting into journaling, these are super fun, right? So this is how the the back of the envelope looks. This is how the front of it looks, right? We didn't glue it. I just wanted to show you a little bit before and after. So, okay. And if you do not like the sewing that's on the inside of here, you can always stick another envelope inside, right? Hot glue it if you don't want to see the sewing, you know, the stitching on the inside, right? So that's another option too. But I happen to really like the sewing on the inside. But again, I want to just give you guys a couple of different options so you can actually see for yourself what you prefer. So also depending on the time that you have, if you don't have a lot of time, you want to jazz it up for whatever. So again, I'm just making these because we are, for our March giveaway, we are actually going to be including these envelopes. So stay tuned to the end of this video. We're going to announce some news. So again, so this one here, I'm just going to hot glue this one closed since we can't sew it. So I'm just going to put a little hot glue in here along these sides here. I don't want to get any on the inside of the envelope. We want to make sure it closes. Right, so we have our envelope in here, and there you go. So we could take our button and just take any random button. Oh, sorry guys. And then just snip off these, you know, these buttons. These aren't vintage, but these little buttons with the plastic, just going to cut off the plastic, and then just going to give a little hot glue. And then that's our button, our little decorative button. And the back looks so pretty with the floral rose on it. So it's very shabby, but so much fun. I'm going to give a little hot glue in here. I forgot to sew over it. But that's a good thing about if you forget a little spot or whatever, and that's not even such a big deal. So let's go ahead. We're going to add our little Velcro. These I got at the Dollar Tree, so these are super cheap. And they come in all different sizes. They come in the little tiny ones too. Okay. So we'll put our little Velcro here. Put a little Velcro on the top. And then we'll just stick that down. And you have your super fun, cute little envelope. Again, that's the sewing paper version, right? You guys, again, know we like to give lots of options here. And, you know, they look great whether you sew them or you glue them. So, okay, so that is our envelope. Perfect for, you can put gift cards in here with your card, right? And how much fun is that? Okay, so let's go ahead and make one of our paper envelopes. We are going to just do the glue today to save some time here. So it's hopefully on camera that this actually works, because some of these envelopes are glued quite well. We're just going to go along and tear it the best we can, because it's going to be covered anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. But and you can make a ton of these, because really, again, like I always say, I don't want to think too hard about something. You know, it's not really a big deal. All right, so we have our plain envelope. Just going to grab some cheesecloth here. And you could use, I mean, there's loads of fabrics. If you have these little pieces of, you know, little scrap fabrics here laying around in bundles like I do, you could use whatever. Honestly, you could, like with this one, I just took a bunch of scrap fabrics that I had, and I just laid them out on a piece of tulle. I pinned them together with the envelope open. I used a base tulle fabric, and I just stitched all the way around, and then I just randomly did some zigzags to keep my fabric in place. And then I just, you guys saw, I just folded it and hot glued it. So this was quite easy. It only took me about 5 minutes. So here we are going to just take this envelope here just for the heck of it. And like I said, for these are going to be part of our March giveaway. So I think what we were going to do is do a compilation of our videos and give some of the stuff that we've actually made throughout most of our videos, and then do a surprise grab bag March giveaway. So I thought that would be pretty cool. All right, so we're going to flip this to the right side. So the right side of your envelope with the glue up, right? So this is very, very easy. Like I said, you guys are going to be able to do a ton of these. So we're just going to go around the perimeter of our envelope for this half, because this is going to dry pretty quickly. So that is oh, we messed it up. Oh, our hot glue dried already. Oh my God, I knew I was going to do that. So anyway, let's go around. We'll do a little tacky here, and then we'll do a little bit along the way. You know, it's always got to happen. So we just put a little bit glue here. We'll just do this along. Put a couple of dots in here, and then we'll just and this is super easy because you can always go back and, you know, just add some glue here. You can always go back and add more because you'll wind up fixing it. So we are just going ahead and it's actually much easier to just sew it because you're just zooming right through the sewing machine, right? So here. Okay, so we've covered our envelope, right? So let's give a little glue here around, give it a little, because we're going to trim it off. So we're just going to go around outside, so we don't want to trim off, you know, part that we need. So we'll just go around and give it another quick glue. And these are so much fun because you could add so many cool things to it, like we did with the Scrabble piece, right? And the little ruffle and the laces, and you can add pearls and beads and all kinds of things. Let's see, how do we do around here? All right, so if you see the open white envelope, just give a little glue. And these are actually so much fun to make because, and you know, I like to have some of these around. I actually have a large envelope that I keep in my my personal ephemera binder. If you guys need a good video on ephemera storage, check out my ephemera binder storage. Lots of great ideas and tips in there. Okay, so we're looking a little messy here, but we're coming along, right? So now we're just going to trim around. We'll trim around the little corner here. Cheesecloth, the reason I chose cheesecloth to show today, because it's actually a lot more friendly to cut, and it's a lot easier for you guys to see. Because, you know, you could use any of your own fabrics. Again, you could use any type of fabric. You can use cotton, you can use burlap. If you're doing a rustic shower or a rustic wedding, you know, you can go ahead and use cheesecloth with some burlap. And you could do burlap and lace. You could actually do denim and lace. So you could do lots of different things with these, because I made some for a friend's shower and we did denim and lace. And they just look so cute. So there's our envelope, right? So I'm just going to fold it up. And it does look shabby because it's a mess, but that's the whole idea of making these. I'm gonna add a little glue here. You don't have to use hot glue. You can use tacky, any type of general glue. But I'm just using the hot glue for today because, you know, for video purposes, we can take a little, you know, not take so long. All right, so a little glue around the inside here so we can fold it, right? Voila. We have our cool shabby cheesecloth envelope, right? And again, so for this one, these are just the same. You can go ahead and jazz them up. You can use whatever you want. Let's see, I don't have any, let's see here. All right, so let's pick a button, right? We'll do the same thing. So there's so many options with these. So, excuse me, you can glue. Lots of cool things that you can do with these guys. Oh, found another button. So I'm going to trim off the back of this button here. Oh no, it fell in the garbage can. Lots of different options. So let's find another one. That one in the garbage can. There's nothing. The garbage can's pretty much empty, but always when you're doing a video. So how fun is that? We could do a cute little, this looks a little retro, kind of funky. We're going to just pop a little glue in the center here. Pop that right on there. Right? So now we'll add our, again, we'll add our Velcro. And these Velcros from Dollar Tree are so awesome. I mean, I didn't even think that they would work, but these are so sticky. They work really, really good. I was very surprised. All right, so we'll stick that on there. And there you go. A very fun little envelope. Again, don't be afraid to jazz them up, right? You can add some of the lace to this. You can add some cool lace. Super awesome. There's so many things you could do with these. So I just like to show you guys a couple of different ways to do your envelopes. So, okay. So I did say I was going to explain to you guys these envelopes that that I had used the interfacing, the stabilizer on the inside. So basically what I did was I had the open envelope. I just took a paper envelope and I cut, I used it as a template, right? And then I had taken both of these fabrics and I faced them right sides together, and I had sewn around the perimeter, and I had left a little bit along the side, an opening. And then what I did was I had sewn them together. I flipped the fabrics both right sides together, right? And then what I did was I took the stabilizer and I shoved the stabilizer basically inside the envelope. And then I had ironed it because it's a single-sided. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Heat and Bond. Heat and Bond Light is a really nice stabilizer. And the reason you're using the Heat and Bond Light stabilizer, if you wanted to do something like this, is because the Heat and Bond Light you can sew. The regular Heat and Bond Ultra you can't sew because it'll gum up your machine. So once I had the envelope open and I put the Heat and Bond Light inside and I had ironed it to, the cotton and the fabric, the mesh fabric here. Once I had ironed it, I went ahead and I had sewn down the sides here. And that's what gave me the envelope. So that's a really, really pretty option if you are going to sew. This is a very beginner's envelope. And if you wanted to, on a larger scale, make yourself a clutch, you would just take this same template and make it, as big as you would want it, right? So these are just basic envelopes, but they do just look so cute for just about any occasion. So this is our basic one that we did today. Feel free to go ahead and just, jazz it up, right? Way too many options to show you guys all in one day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is really super fun. I love making these. As I was saying before, I have one of these envelopes I keep in my ephemera binder, and I specifically, for all of my vintage or antique original stamps, I have a little envelope in my binder. I because they're fragile, I have a dedicated little envelope. I just keep them in there, so I know where they are, and it's kind of a little fun to, storage. These are great. These little paper ones are fun to put inside a journal because they're nice and thin, right? So that's always a great idea to have, or a little traveler's notebook you can fill it with, little tags, etc. Okay, so I wanted to make an announcement for our February's winner. Never came forward to claim their signature that we were giving away. So our new winner, the ladies had drawn, actually on a few days ago, they had drawn the name, and the new winner is Erica Mears. So Erica, if you are there, just give us a quick comment, and we will gladly send out your Happy Mail. So that's it. Oh, and for March, what we are going to do is we are going to be giving away some of these envelopes, these fabric envelopes, as part of our giveaway. And we are going to be taking items that we made actually from a compilation of our videos for the last couple of months, and we are going to be doing a surprise grab bag with a few items from each of our videos. So we'll do clusters, we'll do a couple of envelopes. For my last video, we will be including some of the tags that we showed you from the videos, some clusters that we had made in our recent video from our master boards. So that's it. I really appreciate all of your support. We haven't been around that long, so we really appreciate your help and your support. If you like our videos, give a thumbs up, subscribe. We have lots of things to share with you in the future. So commenting and liking and subscribing helps us to, make more videos. So again, I hope you guys take care, and thank you so much for all of your support. We appreciate it. See you soon.